Happy Thursday, everybody. There I am. Hello. Welcome, guys, to today's live stream. For anyone who is new, my name is TJ and I stream flight sim adventures on YouTube. Today, we're taking the A380 on a few short hops around the UK. It's in the Miripuri Foundation's environmental livery. Hello, Mr. Trees. So maybe we can spread a message about the health of our oceans while we fly. Okay, guys. So shall we step inside and shall we fly this plane? So we will want our batteries on here, guys. We want our external power on. We want our APU master switch, and we will start our APU. So this is the flight deck here of the A380 parked up at Birmingham. It's quite a nice flight deck, lots of buttons to press. Do you like pressing lots of buttons? Okay, so APU is available, guys. Need to make sure APU bleed is on here. Now we'll pop down and tune our videos. Do we have any ATC online? Got Manchester, Heathrow and Leeds. So nope, nothing we need to worry about. So we'll go to VHF and we'll keep that on Unicom. Hello, Mr. Greek Warrior, how are you doing? Good to see you here. We don't need clearance here today, guys. So we're going to get our anti-ice on across there and lighting. So we want strobes, beacons, navs. That's fine. And I'm also going to turn up our panel lights here. There we are, lovely. You don't have screen. What do you mean? What do you mean? Screen streaming. Not sure what you mean, but okay. Let me know if there's a problem. Okay. So we'll set our barometers here, guys, to the local pressure, which is screen recorder. You should be able to. I'm watching the stream. And it's all showing up, man. So maybe refresh, but on mine, well, I'm literally watching the stream down here, and everything is there, man. So just try to refresh. Okay, so we need to switch these between the two measurements. Barrow at Birmingham today is 234 1024, guys, and we'll do the same here. Click spots, I hate the click spots in this plane so much. 2, 3 and 4. There we go, lovely. Okay, guys, so squawk code. Squawk is 1103 and we'll want that on TARE. Sweet. Gonna go up here. Got our no smoking signs and our seatbelt signs. Terrible the click spots are, guys, seriously. Seatbelt signs are on. Lovely, there we are, cool. Hello, Rensemiddel, welcome, welcome, sir. Okay, so we'll pop down to the FMC, guys. We'll go to our init page here. Go to route select, and we'll load up the route here. There we are. So we're doing our flight 1 today. So we've loaded that in. Lovely. We need to set our cruising flight level today, guys, of 230. 78930. Cool. Cost index today, guys, is going to be 76. So we'll get that in there. Click spots, man. I love the plane, but I hate the click spots. See, it just holds on to it. So you click once and it just keeps going. There we go. Step it down, step it down, step it down. 77, close enough, lovely. Okay, so we'll go to the nav radios here, guys. There we are on nav 1. We will want the ILS at Cardiff Airport here. So that will be 110.20. So we've got 110.
Cleared to land.
250.20. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Rensemiddel, for the £2 donation, sir. That is very much appreciated. Hopefully I'll try and give you a good flight today. Okay, so we're going to go to our perf, and we'll go to takeoff here, guys. We'll want V speeds today of... Shush, don't do this. There we are. Want V speeds today of some horrible click spots. 141 is going to be our V1. 89. These good values that tend to work for this plane. Rotate is generally 167 in this plane here. 567 and 177. 56 177. Lovely. Flex will flex to 53. Flex spots, amazing. 5123, lovely, cool. Flaps are going to be 2 today, guys. Transition altitude is 5,000 because we are in the UK. There we go, so we'll just get this up here. 7, 8, 9, 5,000 feet, guys. Lovely, we'll do the same on the descent page, except it's in flight level. 950, cool. On our approach page, guys, our radio minimums will set for 150. Should give us plenty of time to decide whether we're landing or not when we get the call out. Cool. Go around page as usual. Set this one to 10 feet, and we'll set these to 1500. There we go, for 1500 feet. Cool, amazing. Okay, so we don't need waypoint on here. We don't need NDB on here. We'll keep the others. Lovely. Okay, pretty sure our takeoff trim is just fine, guys. So we don't need permission to push back. So we're going to grab better pushback, see if it works with this plane.
Ground to cockpit.
Sweet.
Please show me where you want to go.
Go here. So better pushback works with some liveries of this plane, but not all of them.
Tow is driving up.
So we get a proper pushback tow today, guys, which is cool. I do love this livery. I think it's quite nice. It's spreading a good message. I watched a lot of the Volvo Ocean Race this year, and one of the teams was spreading a similar message about the amount of pollution and plastic and crap there is in our oceans. So I'm kind of happy to fly a plane that also spreads that message. You know, looking after the planet is an important thing, guys. So hopefully we can, you know, can save little fishes here. So there we are. We'll let this tug connect.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
On the other side of this plane, guys, we will see what happens if we don't save the coral reefs. And there we are. Coral reefs, it's a hard word to say, will be gone by 2050 if people don't clean up the oceans, so the Miripuri Foundation tells us. This plane, I believe, is currently rented out to Norwegian, but today we're just going to imagine it's been rented out to British Airways as we fly it around the UK, guys. So truck is connecting here. They've done a good job of this livery, bringing it to life. It's always nice to see new liveries for the
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, we'll get this parking brake off, guys.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We can start our engines, everybody. So we'll go to ignition, and then I'm going to go to 4132. 4132, and today we've remembered our APU bleed, so these engines should hopefully come alive here. There we go. We can see the blades starting to turn, so the engines will come up now as we push back off the stand here at Birmingham. We're doing 2 flights today, going from Birmingham to Cardiff, guys, and then we're going to fly back from Cardiff to Birmingham, purely because I've kind of got a lot going on at the moment, moving house, that sort of thing. So I just wanted some short, fairly easy flights, but I did want to fly this this A380 because I do like it a lot. So yes, Rensemiddel's donation will go into the pot for future planes and content and equipment and that kind of thing for the stream. So we will see what we end up with next. This is our latest plane, which was very kindly donated by one of the other guys who watch us. Okay, so this is the engines coming up here now, guys. Just there we go. Engines are available. Cool. So we're going to get our engine bleeds on. After we've turned our APU bleeds off, packs can go on. So we've got bleeds from all the engines. The packs are on, and the APU can now go off. There we are. Lovely. Okay. So we've got 4 good engines. APU is off. Amazing.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Only thing about this plane, the frame rates are not fantastic.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Even with all the sort of optimizations I have going on here. Cruising altitude 230 today, guys. 19, 20, yeah, you see. 3000, lovely. Gonna get the, make sure the flight director is on, lovely. Airspeed needs to go over to managed mode and heading is in nav mode. Fantastic. Okay, disconnect and wait for the truck to give us the all clear, guys. Now we can get ourselves over to the runway here at Birmingham. So we'll pull this up, heading for 33 here. So it's basically just a taxi left, hold Sierra 1, and just make sure nobody is nobody's coming, guys. I'm going to pop this on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, hand signal on the left, guys. Awesome. So you can see our plan there on our nav display. I'm just going to pop this out to what we're going to go for here, guys. 20 miles. Okay, truck is clear. Wait for matey to say we can go. There he is. It's a little thumbs up, man. Cool. Okay, so let's go, guys. Let's get rid of the parking brake, and we'll head over to the runway now. So I do think it's always kind of cool to fly this A380. Like I say, it's kind of a good enough. It's sort of a good enough simulation of it, and it's, you know, it's kind of the best that you will currently find for Flight Simulator. So I'm pretty happy with it, especially as I didn't pay for it. So you know, it's nice to be able to enjoy it. Okay, gonna take a left here, guys. Old Sierra number 3 is here. Some slightly weird fencing on the left, but it's all good. So this is Birmingham scenery from Emma Bentley and friends. I can't remember what the development group is called, but it is one of Emma's rather nice sceneries here. Is the taxiway really on a hill this big? There we go. Okay, so we'll get ourselves over to the runway here, guys. Don't think there's anybody approaching, they haven't said anything, so we will go.
Approaching 3-3.
We are indeed. Okay. I think that's the glide slope there. Anyway. So here we go, guys. On runway
3.
Just
Flaps.
gonna park
Flaps.
up before panicking woman panics too much. Set flaps. Going to get the auto brake to rejected takeoff. Armor spoilers, guys. Okay, cool. So we don't need takeoff permission, so we're just going to depart here. We'll get these up to flex, everybody. There we are, lovely. Alright, so we'll wait for our rather high V-speed here. What I do like in this plane is that you can see the rudder pedals moving from a flight deck view, which is quite nice. Frame rate could be so much better, but it's just such an inefficient plane.
V1.
V1. Oh, this is a long takeoff roll, guys. Rotate. Lovely. Let's follow that FD there, guys. Gear can go up. Autopilot can go on. There we are. Just make sure we get these throttles down to climb when it asks us to, everybody. Get the flaps clean as well. And we are leaving Birmingham Airport. GPU is a 1050 GTX. Generally, most other planes will give me 50 to 60 FPS. This one is a wee bit heavier on the frames. There we go. So we'll grab our auto brake for our landing now over to high. Cool. I think we're good, everybody. As we depart Birmingham Airport here, gear is definitely up. There we are. We're in auto flight, throttle levers in climb, flaps are clean, auto brake is set to high. So there we are. We'll continue our departure here out of Birmingham Airport, guys, as we head down towards Cardiff. What I will do, guys, very quickly. There we go. Turn the video light on. So just in case it gets a little bit cloudy outside, you lot can still see me, which is nice. So it's super cool to be flying the A380. It is something that I've wanted for a long time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. It would be much better if it could fly an approach. At the moment we do have to vector it onto final, which is not ideal, but it's not a bad plane. Okay, we are above transition altitude, guys. I'm going to set that one to standard. I'm going to set that one to standard. Cool. Here we go, as we continue our climb. So you can see the FMC has gone into climb mode. And then once we get to our cruise altitude, it will give us our top of descent as well. Of course, the Airbus has our pop-out keyboard down here. If you were to click the keyboard down there, keyboard would slide out, and you'd be able to run through the items on the EFB. The other cool thing we have is the video display there, which I'm a fan of. It's not the most useful thing in the world, but I am definitely a big fan of that. And there we go, guys, as we pop back to the wings for the rest of our climb here today. So hopefully the engines aren't too deafening. I've played about with the sound settings and that kind of thing. So hopefully you can hear the music and the sound is not too deafening, guys. Fairly short flight today, fairly short flights. But you know, the scenery is nice enough. Some nice UK scenery, and it's still the Airbus A380, so it's not a bad thing. So next flights we'll do again hopefully this week. I was planning to do a flight in India. I did promise everybody a flight in India. That will happen. It's just today I've been so busy. I just needed something something a little bit more simple, really. I planned this at like 2 o'clock this morning, after a long day yesterday. So there we go. I've heard that VATSIM is getting a new codec. I've heard they're getting a new audio codec, so hopefully it should be less of a pain to hear the ATC. It's assuming they actually speak up for once and don't just mumble at everybody. But hopefully the VATSIM experience should be improved fairly soon. So that will always that's always a nice thing. Let's pop outside, guys. For our chase view here as we climb. Nice. Just we'll rotate around the plane. Take a nice look at it here. So there is PBR on it. It's not like the greatest PBR, but there is PBR all the same on this aircraft. Gives it a nice shine under certain lighting conditions, and I do really love this livery. So yeah, 2 A380 flights today, guys, and then we'll fly something else in India for our next stream. So if we pull up our AVI tab here, guys, our airport BS, our AVI tab, if we pull this up, we go maps, put it in the corner here so it's not in the way too much. X-Plane and click spots, man, it's just the worst. Really is the worst thing. There we are. Okay, so we pull up our AVI tab, we can see where we are in the country. So we're currently over Banbury, which I think is somewhere near Oxford, guys. So we're just heading south at the moment. So Birmingham is in sort of the northwest of the UK, and we left to the east. So we're just kind of heading south at the moment. And then we'll go west again towards Cardiff once we sort of hit Wales, really. Going over some kind of restricted zone here. Not too sure what that is, but it looks fairly intriguing. So our climb is almost complete, guys. Pop back to the flight deck here as we reach our top of climb. So you see it goes altitude, and then it should go out cruise as well. There we go, get the tone. Lovely, out cruise. So you can see on our FMC now, our top of descent is predicted to be in 33 miles. So we're going to keep seatbelts on, I think, is what we'll do. And we'll set our final altitude will be... Go lagged out a little bit there. We'll set our final altitude here. Okay. Just check the flight plan, but I think it's around 2000. So the plane will start to descend once we hit our TOD, guys. Just check the plan. So Cardiff 1C, we're going to be at okay, we're going to enter it at about 8,500 feet, but we'll probably find an altitude of 2,000 above the runway. Cool. And there we are, guys. We're all ready for our descent. Our top of descent. We just have to click the Manage Descent button, which you'll see just here. Like I said, fairly short flights today here, guys. But at least we get lots of nice takeoffs and landings today, which is pretty cool. So we've got 20 miles or so, so we'll pop out to the wings as we cruise here, guys. Look at the nice advert for the paint company there. So we head south, ready for our right turn back towards Cardiff Airport. There we go. So this will be our right turn. This is the beginning of the star into Cardiff Airport here. And our TOD is only 6 miles away right now, guys. So I'm going to get ready to get our managed descent going here. Does smooth the corners out quite nicely. It's pretty good. Okay, so we are roughly 4 miles from TOD. So I'm just going to get that into managed descent mode here, guys. And hopefully it should start to descend once we hit the correct point. Alright, so this is our... Hello Venkatash, welcome sir, flying the A380 again. I do hope you are enjoying the flight here. We are just about to begin our descent here into Cardiff in the green and pleasant land. That is the UK. Hey Mindblocks, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you could join us. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to chuck this into open. There we go, into descent mode here now. So it should start to descend. Here for a short while. No worries, not a problem. Yeah, I'll see if I can pop this into open descent just to make sure we make our descent. There we are, guys. Down to 2,000. That's the only thing with loading plans. Loading plans into the aircraft, you're never really sure what heights are set throughout the plan, but it does give you TOD, so if it doesn't descend in managed mode, you can just chuck it into open, and that will descend, so that's fine. Okay, so all we'll need to do once our descent is finished, guys, is we'll need to set our destination altimeter. But we'll let the plane perform its descent here, and it should fly us into Cardiff Airport. Where are you going out, Mindblocks? By the way, I do hope it's somewhere fun, and I do hope it's not just to study. So I hope you have an enjoyable day out wherever you are going. So yes, we will visit the sort of the less green fields of India. Do you think there is veg crocodile? Veg crocodile? Crocodiles down there in that greenery? I very much doubt it. But yeah, we will visit the fields of India. Hopefully sometime this week. Like I said today, guys, I just needed to do a slightly shorter flight because I have a lot of things going on. Gonna have dinner with your sisters and your mum. Amazing, enjoy it. What kind of food are you having? I do hope it's very tasty food that they're making or buying. Cousins, cool. Oh, your mum. Okay, cool. I do hope you enjoy your meal wherever it is you're going there. I like the wing views. I like the wing view in this plane. Just kind of chill out, take in the scenery. I believe we'll be descending sort of somewhere over. Pull up Habitat and we'll check. I do believe we'll be descending sort of somewhere over the West Country of England. There we are. So you can see where we are there in the UK. There's South Indian cuisine. Okay, cool. South Indian cuisine sounds quite nice. Yeah, I would probably enjoy some South Indian cuisine for sure. I absolutely would, man. Sounds great. Sounds great to me. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me during the time you could. Of course, much appreciated. That's what makes it fun when I've got people watching. Delay in the stream, yeah. Streamlabs buffers and YouTube buffers and stuff, so that's fine. There's only one crocodile in the whole world that is in India, in Kerala, near to your hometown. Oh wow, Babia the crocodile. Okay. Kerala's vegetarian crocodile, who lives in a temple pond and loves rice. Very cool. That is interesting, man. Hey Abraham, I'm very good. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing today? We're very close to landing the Airbus A380, all being well. You say that you'll enjoy it. As soon as you eat it, you'll be hunting for water. I like hot food. I think I could eat it. I think I could eat that food. So we're just going to fly over the absolutely gorgeous city of Bath down here, guys. It's home to Mindblocks. Thank you very much for joining me. Much appreciated. Enjoy your dinner. We're just about to fly over Bath. Beautiful Roman city in the UK. Take care. Maybe we'll be able to see that over the wings, hopefully. So I believe it is sort of this one down here. Not that you'll be able to see a lot on the ortho, but yeah, there we go. Down there is the city of Bath. If you ever visit the UK, go and see it, guys. North Indian prefer South Indian food, and South Indian prefer North Indian foods. Cool. It's always good to have varied food in your lives, I think. I like any kind of Indian food. I will eat any kind of Indian food, so pretty happy, really. Pretty easy. Okay. Here we are, descent continuing, guys. As we are over Bath. Discord voice call. Still haven't sorted that out. Yes, no, I promise it will happen. It will happen. Before next stream, tell me to leave Chrome open, and we'll do the Discord voice call. Okay, so this is the Bristol Channel that separates England and Wales here, guys. Yeah, next stream, remind me before the stream that we're going to do that, and I'll leave Chrome open, and we'll do the voice call during the stream, man. Not a problem. Okay, there we are. So Cardiff will be sort of just ahead. I think we're going to descend fairly early because we are in sort of managed in open descent mode. That's all good. It will give us a chance for some nice VFR as we approach Cardiff here today. Take a look on the ND here at the rest of our plan. So there we are. See, we're about 30 something miles away. We're really not too far. So I'm going to pop open the landing system. Won't be able to activate approach mode until we've picked it up. Indian stream I'm going to try and do next week. This week, sorry. I'm going to try and do next stream this week. I've just been very busy, and I just needed kind of an easier stream today, I'm afraid. But yes, the plan will be to do it next stream for sure. So I'm going to try, I think once we're 20 miles from Cardiff, because we do have to vector ourselves in this plane, going to go into... Hey, yeah, Venkatesh, we'll do voice call. We'll do voice call next stream, man. But yeah, once we're 20 miles or so from Cardiff, I'll start vectoring towards the airport and make sure we pick up the ILS and make sure we can get her landed. What we'll do, guys, is we'll do one manual landing at Cardiff. But at Birmingham, I want to show you guys the Autoland. I think we'll see how the computer lands the plane. The Autoland in this plane is actually really good. So I kind of want to show you guys. I want to show you guys how that works. This plane is based on the same technology as the Flight Factor A380. So the actual sort of Airbus system side of it is really, really good. So I'm just waiting for our transition altitude as well, and then we can get the correct altitude tuned in as well before we hit Cardiff Airport. Winds are fairly calm today, weather's fairly calm. Everything is looking pretty good. Forgot to plug my light in. Cool. Okay, so 5,000 guys. I'm going to try and switch this over to 1024. Excuse the awful click spots in this plane. 024, that's one side done. 102, 4 needs to be 6. There we are, guys. Altimeters are set. Alright, let's start vectoring ourselves onto this landing system now, guys. We'll start vectoring out this way now. It's kind of hard to do this with XP Realistic, but I think we need to be roughly somewhere around here, guys, to grab the ILS for 30. Yeah, it's Google's birthday. Happy birthday, Google. Indeed, yes. '20th birthday, I think, something like that. It's kind of cool. I remember using them back in like 2000, using Google in 2000, when they were like a really new search engine. Okay, so ILS is set. Just going to see, hopefully, vector across, pick up that localizer. 430, guys. Being well. Just going to pull up our Avi tab again. There we go. We've just left Western Supermare, guys, which is that town there. It's sort of a seaside resort town in the UK. It's quite a nice place. There we are. So flying low over Western there, at the coast of the UK as we hit our final altitude. Hello, Matt. Glad you could join me. Just trying to vector ourselves in towards Cardiff now, man. Hopefully. 20. Okay, we'll start going right a little bit. Off home, walking along the West Coast main line. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Which part of the main line are you walking across, Matt? Okay. I hate playing Hump the Airport when you have to vector yourself. It really is. It's not fun. Okay, so we're at our final altitude, so we're all set for our approach. We just need to get ourselves pointed towards Cardiff Airport now. Which is there, lovely. Okay, cool. There we are. Harrow and Wildstone towards Euston. Yep, of course, man, of course. So I think 360 would probably be a good one here to go to. There we are. So this is the airport here. We just need to grab the localizer. So we couldn't pick it up as we as we flew along here. So we're going to loop round. We're going to go up and try to grab it just there. Hopefully, guys. Vectoring is fun. It would be nice to have ATC who could do this for us. But there you go, huh? What can you do? Do you drink alcohol? Which one? Was that to Matt or to me? Yeah, I prefer alcohol-free beer. I really do. So Not really a big drinker, to be honest. So if I go out to sort of 10 degrees or so, maybe 20. There we are. Where did you get the A380 from? Been looking for a good payware from one of the other planes. Cool. Message GB18A. It's for Hager or X-plane. There we go. Not as bad as people say. Okay, so hopefully, there we go. We'll just keep going right a little bit as well, guys, because we're going to end up, might end up above the glide slope at this rate. So, see if we can find the airport. Just there it is. So there's the airport we are going for, guys. Just along here. Just need to fly ourselves onto that localizer, really. Cool, so we're going to go out, we'll loop out, and we'll come back round. Lovely. Let's do that. So 30, the opposite of that is. So roughly there, I'd say, guys. So we'll fly out for a little bit. We'll fly back round. Onto the INS. Okay, so the frequency is 110.70, not 110.20, so we'll grab that, get that in there. Just fighting with click spots again. As the plane moves around. There we go, 110.70. Cool, lovely, there we go. Picked up the localizer as we fly away from it, guys. Found an epic train spotting area. Where's that, Matt? What happened to the trains in the UK? Many things. Many things. It wasn't good. Bridge down the road from Kenton Northerly. Yeah, I can imagine that that is a good place. A good place to look at some trains, for sure. Okay, so let's go Avitab toggle. Avitab is super useful for situational awareness, definitely. Okay, I think we're good to turn around here, guys. Say we're good to turn round. We're how many miles away? 9 miles. Go out a little bit further. Yeah, I was stuck on yesterday. I was stuck on a train out of Euston just as it failed, just as the power failed. So we were sat on that for about 45 minutes, sort of just outside Wembley. And then they turned us round. We ran back to Wembley. And then I ended up on the overground, which was fairly busy, to continue my journey north. So yeah, it was not a good day for trains. Not a good day for trains at all. But there we go. Fuel on board, 16,000 kilos. Sweet. In India you use electric and diesel, yeah, so we sort of use a mix as well over here, but obviously all the signalling equipment is electric, so if there is a power failure, it's not very good at all. This aircraft genuinely has the turn-in circle of a bus. So that's her airport there. So yeah, take some pictures of those trains, Matt. Take some pictures of the trains, man. It'll be good. It'll be good to see it. Okay, cool. We'll go 360-ish. Get ourselves across that. Also going to go approach mode, so when we do pick up the ILS, we'll continue our approach. So it's fine. Basically doing a U-turn here to get ourselves on the ILS for Cardiff there. Right there. So we'll fly across it and we'll pick up a localizer when we hit that. So yeah, we what we've done, flown down past the airport and then we've sort of looped ourselves around to get on the localizer there. Picture in Discord, Matt. Cool. Oh, that is a good place to spot trains from. That is definitely a good place to spot trains. I remember going past that house so many times. Did it yesterday as well, so yeah. Cool. Okay, so we're heading directly for the ILS here. The beam is roughly here. We are flying here. We will intercept at hopefully 9 or 10 miles out, I'd imagine. Okay, so we need to start. We need to start our decel here, guys. Go gear down, flaps, keep the speed managed here. Yaw damper sort of make sure the plane doesn't sort of yaw too much, so doesn't go left and right too much. Back course is, the back course of an ILS is, so imagine your ILS is pointing that way, the back course goes that way, so you can use one ILS for horizontal guidance on both runways. And VNav is vertical navigation. There we go. Localizer acquired, guys. Happy days. Vertical navigation tells the plane what altitudes to climb to and when. And that also gives you information like top of descent. Okay, so ILS is looking good, guys. Glide slope is looking good. Here's our airport directly ahead. What we'll do, we'll taxi off to sort of a first apron, and then we'll just refuel, turn the plane round, and we'll go straight back out to Birmingham. And in Birmingham we're going to try the automatic landing functionality of the A380 as well. Should be quite interesting. Okay, glide slope here, guys. Fly the ILS down quite low before I take over here. There we go. So everything is extended. Got our flaps, our slats, our gear, all extended here. As we approach Cardiff Airport. Let's grab that screenshot too then, it's quite nice. You are best teacher, thank you man. I try and make it educational and fun. Hopefully you may be my student. That would be interesting, that would be fun.
1,000.
That would be fun indeed.
Approaching 30.
There we are. don't crash, and point out IKEA. So IKEA is behind us in Cardiff. Cardiff Airport is nowhere near Cardiff. IKEA is behind us, man. We might see it as we leave. Depends what SID we've got here, actually. Right. My plane. So this is this glide slope is, it's kind of deceptive because it's over the water, so it does tend to confuse
400, 300, 100
tend
above.
to confuse our radar altimeter.
Wide
Minimum.
slope, wide slope,
100,
wide slope, wide slope.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
391. Alright. Still getting the hang of this. I'm happy with 391. It's all good. Do I play FSX? I will play FSX once I get some PMDG aircraft, definitely. I just don't have any yet. Okay, APU start, master. Get the bleed on when we can. Okay, so we'll park her up on this apron, guys. We'll refuel, refile our new plan. After we've taken in some replays.
3,000 feet
And
remaining.
then we'll go again, everybody. Yeah, I need to get back to that guy. Okay, just gonna take this apron to the left. We'll get ourselves out of the way. Ready for our next flight, guys. Oh, turn in circle of a bus on the ground as well. Look at that. Eh? So there we go. Welcome to Cardiff Airport, guys. Park up, taking some replays. So we should be alright to just kind of leave it here. Just for now. Okay, so we will go park brake on, guys. Turn in circle of an Airbus, exactly, man. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll turn these engines off now. Retract the spoilers. There we go. Engines spooling down as we're parked in this maintenance area now, guys. There we are. We made it. Okay, so I believe everybody, it's time for some replays. So we'll go squawk box disconnect. We'll go toggle replay mode. And we'll find our landing, roughly. That should do it. There we are. Sweet. Look at the size of this thing, guys. Let's check out these. Let's check out these replays here. It's not the greatest looking plane from the front, is it? Kind of looks like a big old albatross or something like that. There we go. Mind your ears, guys. That was okay. Between a Momo and Blue Whale, I have no idea. I'll be honest, I have literally no idea, man. There's our touchdown point there. Cool. Okay. Let's check out this this landing from a tower view in Cardiff. It's a nice angle because you can see the PBR on the plane. You can see the shine coming off it. See, I'm keeping it flared there. It's such a heavy plane. I think the flare was okay. Yeah, much better than our landing last time, everybody. Much better than the landing we had in Poland. So there we go. Let's toggle replay mode back off. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to set up our next flight. So I'll show you guys, might as well show you guys the process here. So we'll go same flight number, go squawk box. We're going to send our plan going from Cardiff to Birmingham. Alternate airport is exactly the same. Cruising altitude is apparently a wee bit higher. It wants us at 270, but I'm going to stick with 230. Departure time will be in about 15 minutes, so that's 14:15 UTC. Flight time is an hour. Route Brecon 1 Alpha Brecon UN 684 Knighton UP 17 Nokin crew and Olive 2 Foxtrot into Birmingham. Lovely. Okay, so that is that's filed, guys. So we need to go fuel. Just make sure we have enough fuel on board. So the fuel we want in our weight and balance. Ah, have I crashed the sim? I think I might have crashed the sim, guys. I have. Cool. So in that case, I will set up our next flight. I will restart X-Plane, set up our next flight, guys, and I will be right back. I will see you in about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so we'll get Streamlabs minimized. We will just jump inside the plane here. We'll connect to Squawk Box. We've already set up our plan. So when we go send flight plan, there we go. Plan is all set up and sent. Lovely. Fuel is set. I set as you may have seen, guys. So fuel is microphone back in now. Yeah, it's yeah. I have no idea. Is it on? Are we on now? Is it on? Are we on now? Are we back? Are we back? That's so weird. So all I literally did was I unplugged the aux cable and plugged it back in for the mic. So stupid. So OBS was showing the EQ as moving, all the inputs were set up, everything was correct. I just had to unplug the aux and plug it back in. It's just OBS just crapping out on me. Anyways, so there we go. You didn't miss anything anyway, guys. You didn't miss anything. Venkatesh, thanks for watching. But you didn't miss anything. It was literally just the same startup as you saw before, guys. So our engines are now started up. It's always good when the sim craps out on you and then OBS follows shortly afterwards. Okay, so there we go. Engine start back to normal. APU bleed goes off. Engine bleeds go on here. Packs should also be on. Lovely, it's fine. Cool. And the APU does not need to be running anymore. Sweet. So cruising altitude of 23,000 feet in here. There we are. 23,000 is in. Flight director's on. Airspeed goes over to managed. Heading is managed. Oh. Lovely. Just going to update FlyLive, guys. Cardiff to Birmingham. Happy days. 23,000 feet. Caught the bus. Awesome, Matt. I'm glad you got it, man. Glad you got it. Okay, just updating FlyLive there for you guys as our pushback truck disappears. There we go. On, minimize. Sweet. Same driver you had this morning. Cool, man. Alright, let's get ourselves over to... Oh, we got some traffic taken off that. There we are. Is he taking off or landing, or what is he doing? Anyway, whatever. Okay, let's go. I know this airport pretty well, but we're going to put the VS up anyway. Cool, we want to go from 30. That goes off. That goes down there. Cool. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's get over to the runway. I really wish that somebody would build better streaming software. Everyone uses OBS, but it is so unreliable. It's insane. It crashes. It like gets rid of your microphone, and it's just the least robust thing in the world. I swear that nobody builds software properly these days anymore. Like, OBS is just an absolute train wreck. You know, whether you're a big streamer or a small one, it doesn't discriminate. It just hates everybody equally. So we've got some traffic on final here, guys. We're just gonna hold. We're just gonna hold here as this guy lands. No idea what he's doing, if he's trying to land the plane or what. So we're just gonna hold right there. It depends how much you complicate it. If you keep it simple, like if you never use overlays or anything like that, OBS is absolutely fine. But the minute you start feeding it overlays and actually using it for what it's intended to do, plugging it into Streamlabs and that kind of thing, it just starts to fall apart a little bit. Okay, flaps set. Spoilers armed. Auto brake to RTO is set. Lovely. There we are. Let's turn this big bus round onto the runway now. Don't think there's anybody trying to land last time I checked. There we go. Okay. Someone's 11 miles out, so we're going to depart. We're going to get out of here before it bothers them too much. Yeah, basic logo, fly live in the sim, exactly. As soon as you start plugging anything interesting into it, and actually trying to make a good presentation and kind of a show, it just gets worse and worse and worse, man. It just trips over itself. It really does. Okay, so anyway, we are departing Cardiff for our second flight of the day using all of the runway here, guys. You can get A380s out of Cardiff, no hassle whatsoever. There we go, lovely. So we'll go autopilot, active. Get these flaps up now, guys. Gear is going up. Get this over to position 3. So flaps are up. Auto brake is armed, spoilers are armed, gear is up. Autopilot is on, all the good stuff is done. Flaps are clean, auto brake set to high. Cool, just need to wait for this to tell us to put the throttles into climb mode. And we will do that, and we are on our way for second flight of the day. There we are. Maybe we can watch this guy landing at Cardiff behind us, possibly. There he is. He's coming in again. Let's see if he gets to the runway before we disappear. This guy's gone around like twice, I swear. Oh yeah. Let's see that runway. As we make our right turn over the valleys of South Wales here. Cardiff's a pretty busy airport at the moment. Pretty busy airport, guys. I kind of want to watch this guy land. My plane's flying itself. I want to see this guy landing here. So he's just going over there for some reason. Let's follow this guy. Let's follow this guy. This is like a Dash 8 or something into Cardiff. There we are. See if he makes it. See if he makes it, or he goes around again now. And home! Awesome, Matt. Awesome, man. Glad you made it home, dude. We just watch at Cardiff while we fly the departure. There we are. Where is he? He's that's the runway. That's him. Cool. We don't really have a lot to do until we're at our top of climb, so we'll see if Matey behind me makes this landing or not. I'd like a Dash 8. It's just a damn shame there isn't a good one for X-Plane. I'm assuming he'll be flying in FSX, I think. Is it? It's got to be Flybe, right? Yeah, it's Flybe. Definitely. I've heard the Dash 8 is quite a difficult thing to land as well. Let's smooth out that movement now. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Mouse. X-Plane. Mouse clicks. No. There we are. See if this guy makes it onto the runway here at Cardiff. Looks slightly nose down, but let's see how he does. Decent flare. Big flare. Big flare going on there. It isn't easy. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That was alright. Seemed to be fairly tidy there. Anyway, let's go back to where we are. We're at 11,500 altimeter setting. Yes, indeed. For once, she's right. There we go. So we have this beautiful valley scenery now for a little bit. It's over our wing. Yeah, we'll go with that. Look at this. Look at the Welsh valleys, guys. Beautiful scenery. This is why I like flying the 3-0 departure out of Cardiff, because the scenery you get on the way out is pretty amazing as you depart and bank over those valleys there. I think I know where this is, but I'm just going to pull up Avitab to see if I'm right. Maps. Bargoid, apparently. Blackwood. I have no idea where these places are. I didn't know where that was. I thought I knew where it was, but I really don't. Rimley, Tredegar, Vale. Cool. There we go. No idea where any of these places are. Cool. So yeah, these are the guy missed approach at Cardiff again. What is going on? What is going on with that guy? Just want to get his call sign. I'll message him. UKV 1184. Again? Somebody going around twice at Cardiff. Cool, cool. Okay, so our climb continues out of Cardiff Airport. Sorry for the interruption in the middle there, but at least we'll get our 2 clean flights on the replay. Of course, you can just skip that part entirely. So that's no bad thing. I'll put the timings up in the description after the stream as well. So there we are. 40 miles out there. Sweet. We're on our way. Our managed climb up to 23,000 feet again. As the scenery flattens out a bit as we kind of get further and further away from the valleys here. Again, it's a fairly short flight. It's pretty much the same length as the one we've just done today. Top of descent will not be too long once we have reached our top of climb. One thing I do need to do is tune in the ILS for Birmingham Airport. 110.10. Cool. Fight with these click spots again as we do this. There we go, get that across. Cool, 110 is the ILS at Brum for Stree. That's the runway we want there. There we go, we've reached our top of climb already. Belts can stay on, that's all good. There we go. Final altitude. There we go. Top of descent is in 54 miles. Final altitude again, we'll go for 2,000 feet. Lovely, happy days. Actually got some cloud cover. We've got some mountains coming into view here. This is sort of the mountains of North Wales, I believe. And then once we hit top of descent in 50 miles or so, I believe it's at roughly the next waypoint. Once we hit top of descent, we'll go into managed descent mode and get into Birmingham, all being well, for a nice ILS Autoland. So for the next 40 miles or so, guys, enjoy the views, enjoy the music if that's still playing and Streamlabs hasn't screwed us completely. And there we go. Hey Venkatesh, welcome back. We're just doing our second flight today, sir. Just doing our second flight. Alright, so I wonder if that guy ever landed at Cardiff, the guy who went around twice. I do wonder. It's a nice view. I'll grab a screenshot of that view. So yeah, we've got some nice scenery, some nice views going on this flight. Slightly more scenic than the green fields we had before, even though it's literally the same route pretty much. So it's all good. Okay, let's keep an eye on this TOD. 36 miles. Cool. So yeah, even though I'm obsessed with this A380 at the moment, you know, we'll go back to flying some other stuff. Really want to do PMDG, FSX stuff, because it's just so good. Really want to do that. So, I don't know. There's a lot of money to get the sim, to get FSX up to the same standard as X-Plane. So I keep putting it off. Do keep putting that off. Look at this scenery. See, people say that England is all flat and boring and that it's just grey, but you know, when you look at some of the scenery that we've seen, the mountains, the highlands, that kind of thing, some of the cities, it's actually really, you know, there's some really nice scenery to be had in this country. Okay, so I'm going to stay with the flight deck view here until we hit TOD, just to make sure we don't miss it, and just to make sure we get down to Brum in plenty of time today, guys. Here we go. So we've got a couple of right turns to make here. Wales and Scotland have nice scenery, England not so much. Yeah, pretty much. The Yorkshire Dales are quite nice. The Yorkshire Moors are quite nice, I think, that kind of area. But yeah, in general, you are right. Just making sure we had enough fuel. I did remember to refuel before we started the flight, so that's fine. Just checking, you know. So the train between Cardiff and Birmingham takes like 3 hours, 2-3 hours. It takes forever, but maybe they should operate a flight. You should operate a flight between the two. Be up and back in no time. You could do it in a day, you know? But then you'd have to check in like a year ahead of time, and that would completely ruin the advantages of flying. So yeah, I can see maybe why they don't do it. In a country like America, you need to fly everywhere because it's so big. But in the UK, I guess it's all about the trains here. And for some reason people still insist on driving everywhere. But whatever. It's up to them. Okay, TOD in 16. When it hits about 5 miles, we'll start that descent in managed mode. One more wing view. You see, still got nice scenery. Still got nice scenery over here. Even got some nice PBR going on those engines. So that was kind of what I was worried about when I got the A380. That, you know, it didn't have any PBR at all, so it would look ugly as hell. But it does have it, and it does look just fine. Looks just fine. By the way, thank you to my most recent subscribers who didn't subscribe during the stream, Mr. DJ Testman and Yongchan. Welcome, guys. Nice. Well, it's PBR. Some PBR is better than no PBR, right, Matt? It's not up to your standards. I mean, that's true, but whatever. Okay, 5 miles out. Let's go manage descent now. On our way into Birmingham. Seatbelts are still on, that's all good. Okay, now we can go back to the wings and check this out. Who knew that a flight into Birmingham could be so scenic, eh? Who was expecting that? I didn't get that sound pack. I still need to get that sound pack that you were on about, Matt, for this plane. But I will grab it for the next flight. So yeah, save the coral reefs, guys. Nice, different coloured engines as well. Never realised that. Cool. I wish it had a cabin. The only thing I wish it had is a cabin, really. Out of all the things that that could be added to this plane, I think a cabin would probably be the best thing to add to it. Okay, so making the right turn onto our approach into Birmingham. Probably stick it in, again, because I'm not sure of the heights that have been programmed into this plan. So, might stick it in open descent. Just to make sure we get down there. I mean, the heights are probably fine, but I just want to be sure. I don't want to have to kind of circle around endlessly. But it will do a managed descent. It will do a managed descent just fine. So that's for Trent waypoint, we're really not that far off. Yeah. Just make sure we make it down into Birmingham. Bit of a wide turn because it was such a tight turn to make on my waypoint. The plane is taking quite a wide turn to join it, but it should recapture it. Good. As we are descending, there's no harm in activating the landing system there. So that's on and ready for when we hit the area that the localizer will pick up. Scenery, now we're back in England, has just gone back to this endless green fields, these sort of flat green fields. You can't have everything. We had the good stuff on the way up. We had the good scenery on our departure. Arrival back in England. It is what it is, guys. Eh? There we go. So it follows the nav track just fine. It's good at localizers, this plane. It's pretty good for getting from A to B. Descent is entirely dependent on what's been put into SimBrief, or what SimBrief has generated, so you can't blame the plane for that. But like I say, you can always stick it in open descent to make sure you descend if you're a bit doubtful there. There we go, we're only about 40 miles or so from Birmingham now. Nice short flights today. Nice short flights. Should still come in like just over a 2-hour stream though. So if you did like the stream, guys, drop us a like, that would be amazing. If you want to see more, drop us a subscription, and I'm streaming at least once a week. Like I said, we're back in India. Should be back in India later this week. And then I have no idea what kind of adventures we will have, but we will have many, many adventures, guys. Exciting times. Hey Rensemiddel, welcome back, sir. We are just descending from our second flight. We're flying into Birmingham, and we are gonna try the Autoland functionality on this Airbus. So we'll see if this big old bus can land itself. Eh? Look at the size of it. It's impressive that this thing can land at all, let alone land itself. But we'll see what it can do. We'll see what it can do, guys. We got about 350 feet per minute, which in the A380 is not bad when we landed at Cardiff. We'll see what we end up with at Birmingham Airport now. We'll fly over the airport, I think, and then we'll vector ourselves again. Beeping noise? I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So we've picked up the landing system here. Let's just see where we need to be pointing. 430. So we need to overfly the airport pretty much. Overfly the airport and sort of loop back round, I believe. Cool. And that is what we will do. Just make sure no ATC is online who would be interested. There's a lot of ATC online at the moment actually, guys. Manchester, Leeds, Gatwick, Bristol, Heathrow. But nobody we need to worry about here, so that's fine. We can stay on Unicom. Sweet. Okay, so what's the best way to vector towards the airport here then? 130. We'll go into heading mode at the next waypoint. We'll head out this way. Heading mode at the next waypoint. Continue heading out, and then loop back round, I think is the plan. There we go. So in which case, might as well stick it into heading mode now. Hold our current heading here. We can just vector ourselves in for the runway. Somebody in an Osprey. I hope they can land it. That doesn't seem too easy. Okay, let's continue our descent. So where are we if we pull up our Avi tab at the moment? Grab that, grab that, grab that. X-plane and click spots, one day it will work. Place called Brown Hills. I see lots of brown hills. The beeping noise was the neighbour's fire alarm. Well, there we go. That makes sense. That makes sense, hey? Guys, just bear with me for 2 seconds, please. I will be right back. Okay, sorry for flying about aimlessly for a bit there, guys. I was trying to answer an important phone call and fly a plane at the same time. So, I've just been I did try and get the localizer, but I was way too close to the airport, and I wasn't really properly paying attention. So here we are. This is the runway we want down here, isn't it? 3 or whatever it is. Cool. So, gonna go around here, go out to the opposite heading. We'll fly out for about 10-14 miles, and then we'll go back in for the INS. So yeah, you can see we came in here, tried to grab it because I was distracted at the time, and now we'll go back out. We'll loop back in, sort of around here for the INS. It's all good. Lovely. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. My apologies. That shouldn't normally happen, but like I say, it's a busy time. How are we doing for fuel? Still good for fuel. That's all good. Sweet. Alrighty. Happy days. Let's get this thing down. Also trying to sort the decel as well with the flaps, so that's all done. That's all good. Lovely. Gear is down, flaps are down. We should be nicely configured for landing. Sweet. Landing system is active for when we do come back round and pick it up. Cool. Just Monaco back. Yeah, sorry about that. I think this is Coventry or Birmingham ahead of us. Pretty sure it's Coventry. Heading sort of southeast away from Brum. But there we go. So I'm going to go out sort of closer to the Daventry waypoint, probably about here, because you can see where we originally turned in there. Cool, so start heading sort of south, sort of 180 or so, see if we can intercept. I hate vectoring so much, like I like this plane, but I hate vectoring myself, man. I really, really do. Okay, so continue flying along here, and then we'll try and grab that going back in. So we'll get out to about 240 or so. Then hopefully it should pick up. That is the airport right there. That's our runway. Cool. Hello Glass Knob, welcome sir. Sorry about the slightly long approach here. I prefer the A380 definitely, yeah. The A380 is easily one of my favourite aircraft. So there we go. That's the localizer beam here, I think. So yeah, I should be able to grab that. Cool. Landing system's active. Get approach mode. Get approach mode plugged in. Get approach mode plugged in for when we find that localizer there. What's going on with the swaying? What's that about? So yep, we'll grab the ILS and we'll get her swung in towards the runway now. Is that like a centre of gravity thing why she's swaying around so much? Not a clue. Okay, so the ILS is to the right. That should hopefully intercept and should pull us in towards the runway now. So yeah, we came over here, did that, came back out. Cool. That's why you should never fly and be on the phone at the same time, guys. But it's all good fun. It's all good fun. That's it. Come on, pick up. Pick up now. Be quite. I don't know. It's only an 8-knot wind, so it's really weird that the flight director's all over the place. So weird, but there we are. Whatever. Maybe it's because it was for some reason in managed mode. But it's kind of managed mode with a heading. So yeah, it's managed mode because it's on approach. Very strange. We'll see what it does. We'll see what it does as we approach. But we are properly configured for landing, so that probably doesn't help the winds on the flaps and that kind of thing. But I don't believe the real one moves around as much as this, surely. But there we go. Here's our map. So come across and intercept, all being well. I'm going to go for an auto land here, see what the auto flight can do. Once we establish on that localizer, guys, we are nicely below the glide slope, so that's encouraging. And here we go. Fingers crossed that all goes well for the approaching. There we go. Perfect timing, finishing off the lemonade. Just as we're about to make our approach. I'll start turning it in just to make sure we don't miss it here. Which I think it might do if we don't get on it. Don't crash, yeah. Just trying to get this thing to pick up that localizer, man. There we go. It should pick up, surely. I mean, X Enviro is great, but it's yeah, It does sometimes get in the way when it's when the plane's swinging around and that kind of thing. Time here is just gone 4 o'clock, sir. Just gone 4 o'clock, Venkatesh. Should have you down fairly shortly, assuming this grabs the localizer. Just trying to get it to line up. Just trying to get it to line up there. Where is our airport? If we can see it, it would help. 8:36 PM. My God, that is late, man. That is late. That's our airport, guys. So yeah, we need to be much further to the left of it here. I mean, this should just pick up now. That's the town, that's the airport, guys. Cool. There we are, localizer, finally! Yay! That was fun. Okay. Localizer's looking good, glide slope is looking good, we're in approach mode. Once we hit the glide slope, I don't think you need to arm AP2 in this. In the real one, I think you obviously do, but there we are on final to Birmingham Airport, guys. We will get you there. We will get you there. Just as I said, it was good at picking up a localizer. It does that, but there we are. What plane am I going to fly in India? I am not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Honestly, not too sure, man. Any recommendations? What do you think? What should we fly? What should we fly in India, Venkatesh? Glide slope, yeah, you see, so AP2 in the real one, that's when you'd switch this on, but yeah, it does. It does do dual. Sweet. So but it doesn't light, but it does come on. There we are, sweet. Air India 787, there is no good 787 though, is there? Indigo 319, yeah, possibly, man, for sure. Okay, so we've got Cat 3 dual auto lands here, so let's see what it does here. Doesn't have an FMC unless you finished the FMC. It just has a standard X-plane one, and that's terrible. You know, it's a heap above the A380. I don't know. You see, I kind of disagree with that because this has QPAC auto flight systems, right? It has what is essentially a custom FMC. The only bit that isn't custom is the routing engine. But then you can still load, you can still load a route, just as you would in the FMC on this is no worse than the Flight Factor 350s in terms of navigation, and in terms of some of the perf stuff, it's actually better because it does top of descent. So It's all very subjective, but a completely standard FMC in a 787 is just crap, right? No 777. Yeah, the flight factor's good. You've got to tweak it, I think, to make it work on X-Plane 11. I've heard the flight factor's good, but I was saving up for a PMDG, to be honest, and hoping to fly that in FSX. But yeah, who knows? Might be the flight factor. Okay, so apparently this is in land mode, guys. We will see. No hands. That looks high. That looks high to me. That looks very high indeed. I think the PAPI system is slightly off at this airport. Who knows? See what it's doing. Landing, I guess. Ah, Jesus. Ready for reverse thrust? Flare. There we go. The Autoland does a better landing than I do, guys. You see, can the Magnite do that? Can the Magnite do that, man? Autoland got us down at 154. Right, let's just check where we need to vacate here then. Got a long trip either way, but we'll go left, I think. We'll just get it parked up. We'll go left here, guys. No entry? Let's not go left. We'll go to the end. We'll go right, and we'll go over to the gates. Then it's all good. So there we are. The Magnite Autolands. Fair enough. Fair enough, Matt. Is it a good Autoland? I'm always slightly worried by the Autoland modes because the SSGs is terrible. Oh, cool. Yeah, if I can, if I can maybe have whatever version of it you've got, Matt, I can kind of make a fair assessment of it and fly it. That'd be cool. I'd be up for that. Okay, welcome to Birmingham Airport, guys. Let us park her up. It's one narrow taxiway, but I'm told that they do have A380s landing here in real life, so it must fit, right? It's pretty decent. All right then. Well, let me fly it, Matt. Send me the version you have. Let me fly it, and we'll fly it. We'll fly it next stream, Matt. We'll fly the 787 in India. Cool, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I'll fly it. I'll give it a fair shout, and who knows? I might end up loving it. Might end up loving it. I hope I do. I hope I like it. So Matt, what's the on the 787? What's the startup process like? Is the startup process and that kind of thing pretty much in line with normal procedures? Have they got all that stuff right on it? Okay, let us find a place to park this bus. What do we reckon? Perfect, we'll park here, guys. Stand... whatever it is. Right, he says right. Says right again. Okay, bring her in. Bring her in. Gonna run over the little man here. Sorry, little man. Definitely going to run the guy over. There we are. Let's keep it crawling. Keep it crawling, guys. Ah! Dude! Gonna park on your face. Why? Why do you want to die? My god, man. Jeez. Alright. Still landing, still coming towards your face, man. Full depth system isn't done, it might just basic startup. That's fine. Cool. As long as the switches are roughly right, it's all good. Why? Why do you want me to park on your face? Why? My god, man. Like, how close am I to this guy? Seriously. Is it just like a really big nose and I'm wrong, or...? I'm genuinely going to run the guy over. This is the longest airplane parking ever, guys. Let's pop outside and see how close I actually am to this guy's face here. There we are. Oh, there we are. Okay, not as close as I thought. Go on. He's brave. He's a brave guy. He's a very brave man. Oh my god. Oh, why? 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 Why do you want me to park so close to your face? Seriously, man. Yeah, look, I've run him over. I've run him over. Man wants to be run over. It's all good. It's all good. There we are. But he's saying keep going. It's okay. The man says keep going. He doesn't mind he's being run over. There we are. So he wants me to park there. Cool. That is weird. Okay, usual shutdown process, guys. APU goes on. Engine bleed goes off. APU bleed will go on. Once the APU has started, we'll shut the engines down and we will take in our replays. There we are. Sweet. Monica edited his file to make him on the level of Sayori. Yeah, exactly right. It's kind of like a Doki Doki Flight Sim Club. There we go. Alright, spoilers down. Death Wish guy is somewhere under the nose. We are parked at Birmingham, everybody. Let us disconnect from Squawk Box. And let's grab these replays now, everybody. It's just 10 minutes of us trying not to run the guy over, and then realising he wants to be run over, and running him over. But whatever. Okay, let's go tower view here at Birmingham, guys. So this is the Autoland mode on the A380. Doki Doki Virtual Airline. Amazing. You think it's just flight sim, but actually it's dark as all hell, right? There we go. Let's watch this thing land at Birmingham here. Look at that float! And we'll go to this view now. There we are. That looks alright. That looks okay. See what the passengers thought of it. There we go. 154 per minute. Looks okay. And runway view if we can. About that. Yeah, it certainly doesn't. It's not like a floaty plane, is it? Really, this one. It's very much a drop it kind of plane. There we are. Not the worst Autoland ever, guys. Very cool. Okay then. So, someone's putting a Ryanair. Yeah, exactly right. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream today. I do hope you enjoyed this couple of flights. And I hope I showed you some of the A380 there. I will see you guys hopefully later this week. We'll be flying in India, and I hope to fly the 787. So take care, guys, and remember, you can always go around.